Internet? My name's Sammy Fightmaster and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing Season 1 of the Netflix original series Outer Banks. Outer Banks came out about a month ago, I believe on April 15th. It's gained a lot of popularity since it was released. If you are around my age, you have probably seen a lot of things on social media about this show and about the cast and about the characters and stuff like that. It has gained a lot of traction and a lot of attention. As of this morning, it was ranked number 3 in the US on Netflix. Last week it was ranked number 1, but Dead to Me Season 2 came out on Friday, and that has quickly overtaken the number 1 spot, which I'm going to be reviewing Dead to Me Season 2 soon on my channel, so keep an eye out for that. When Outer Banks first came out, I originally wasn't interested in watching the show. Just from the description alone, it didn't seem like the type of show that I normally watch. But last week I was scrolling through Netflix to see what I should watch because I watch a lot of things. And you know how on Netflix they do like that little percentage that like tells you how much of a match a show is to you based on previous things that you've watched? Well, that percentage was like at 99% for me. So, for me thinking it wasn't going to be a show that I was going to like, Netflix had another opinion. So I was like, okay, I guess I should watch it. And turns out Netflix's algorithm was correct. And I did like the show a lot. Yeah, Netflix knows me better than myself. That's crazy. I would describe Outer Banks as like a modern day, more dramatic version of the Goonies. It has that whole like treasure hunting premise to it, but it's made more for modern times. So the show takes place on the real life island of Outer Banks in North Carolina. In like the first episode, it dives into how the island's kind of split in two. I don't know if it is in real life. I've never been to the Outer Banks. In the show, they describe it as how you basically got the haves and the have-nots. The haves are like the really rich people, and they are referred to as the kooks. I'm not positive why that's the name that they chose, but that's what they are. And then the have-nots are the pogues, and they're working 2 jobs just trying to make ends meet most of the time. They're just normal, regular people. So in this group, you've got John B, JJ, Kiara, and Pope. Kiara is technically a kook. She has money. Her family owns a restaurant on the island. She's got decent money, but she doesn't fit in with all the rich folks, and she likes how her group of friends with the Pogues are a little more down to earth, which is how she is. So she hangs out with them by choice, not by social class standards and everything that is apparent in the show. So in the Outer Banks, there is this old tale of this old shipwreck from like the 1800s. It was the shipwreck of the Royal Merchant. And on this boat, there was supposedly $400 million worth of gold on it. Ship sank, and people have been trying to find the gold ever since, but it's never been found. So people just kind of disregard it as just like, you know, an old folktale from this area. So the main character of the show is John B. John B's father is a serious treasure hunter, and he's been following clues for years trying to find this treasure because he believes it's out there somewhere. So he sails off one day on this lead. Something happens, and the show picks up 9 months later, and John B's dad's been gone. He's been lost at sea for 9 months and has been presumed dead, because that's a long time to not hear anything from somebody. John B is still very hopeful that his father is alive. He believes that he is, and that there's a reason that he's not coming back, and it's because he's finding this treasure. Since his father is not back, John B has decided that he is going to find this treasure, and he enlists his friends for help to find it. All of his friends kind of think that he's crazy, like there's no way that this is out there. But they're good friends, and they know that this is a way for him to hold on to his dad, so they help him. So the whole season follows all of their clues on trying to find this treasure and this wild journey that they go on, and kind of all the people that they encounter that also want this treasure. there's a lot of chaos that comes from this. And the show takes a ton of turns that I did not see coming. So it's a really good mystery show. You think that you know where it's going, and then it takes a turn in a completely different direction. And like every mystery show, there's a bad guy in it. And I thought I knew who the bad guy was, like by the second episode, and I was wrong. So it definitely steers you away from what you think is going to happen. The Pogues, throughout their journey, kind of make some unusual alliances that I actually liked to see. They might mix up with some kooks in good ways and bad ways, but there's this huge hatred between John B's group and all of these kooks. It's like when you're watching it, you're like, this is so unnecessary. Like, why is there this huge hatred? But there is. So like I said earlier, I really enjoyed the show. It definitely draws you in and keeps your attention the entire time. It's only 10 episodes. The time varies, but it's around an hour for each episode. In my opinion, it was a good quality show, and it's different from a lot of the stuff that Netflix has recently put out. I'm gonna rate this show 5 stars because I thought it was that good. The story was awesome, acting was awesome, the characters were written so well. All the characters had like good depth to them, which I think is important in a show, obviously. It was directed really well, and it kept my attention the entire time. Like, I barely played on my phone during this show, which happens a lot. I was very interested in everything that happened in the show, and I liked it a lot. I highly recommend watching it. I'm going to leave a trailer to season 1 down below so you can check that out for yourself and see if you're interested. Even if you think you're not going to be interested, I think you should give it a chance because I didn't think I was going to be interested and I loved it. So definitely just give it a chance, go watch it. So like I said, it was a 99% match for me. That 1% is probably, there's no like LGBT representation on the show at all, which, you know, like I said before, I'm part of the LGBT community, so I like to see representation in the shows that I watch. However, I didn't entirely mind that I didn't see myself in this show because it was that good. That being said, season 2, would love to see some representation in it. But other than that, loved it. Definitely go watch it. I don't know if a season 2 has been confirmed at this time, but I have done a little diving into the social media of most of the stars of this show, and they're talking like there is a season 2. So and even if there hasn't been one confirmed, I definitely think that there is a strong chance that there will be, just from the popularity that this show has gained in the last month. It's not even been out for a full month yet, and it is extremely popular. So if you have also watched this show, let me know your thoughts on it down below. If you liked it, disliked it, things that you would like to see in a season 2. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, welcome. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I do reviews all the time. And after you subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That is all that I've got for you today. So I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.